All right, let's get this going, man. We'll spend a little
Let's get
time
this
with
going,
Clyde,
man.
bro.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was okay. Yeah, just chilled.
A busy week last week. I saw you all over the internet.
Well, I did one the homies podcast. He's a fan of the show. He's been like a supporter forever, and he was like, "Yeah,
Okay.
can you come? I have 100 episodes. I want you to come on." I was like, "Cool." And then I did the bun, and then I was like, I didn't expect him to come out at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
I was that guy.
But it's good though. You're doing a nice run. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
This is a big ass sweatshirt.
bro, you like this? Oh, your
Yours
sweatshirt.
is regular. Mine is you have a nice shirt. I have on like a Kanye West sweatshirt.
Dude, Clyde, I love talking to you, man.
What did I do now, dude?
What did you not do now? That's the question. Every time I turn on your Instagram, you're talking about something. You're posting some thing that you re-edited or something. You're. I love it. I love it. You're constantly staying busy. I don't know how you do it.
It keeps me sane. I'll say that much.
Yeah?
Somewhat. Yeah, I mean, between that and skating, that's it's kind of rough over here in Florida. You know, you have to laugh.
Yeah,
You have to laugh instead of cry sometimes.
let's get a quick update, can we, about like your
Okay.
I mean, because you were living with whose mom were you at? You were staying with their mom? What was going on?
I was living with Dave Durans' mom. I was finishing up 50 for 50. And I don't know, I was staying. I think I kind of told you guys on the live that I moved out of my place in February of last year. And the goal was, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hop in my van like everyone on YouTube and camp and skate, and that turned into like 5 months of me just staying in the van, touring, cooking, and filming for a video at 50 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody follows your Instagram, we've seen some nice slams too.
Oh yeah.
Really good
Yeah.
slams.
Yeah. I'm too old for that, dude. But
So why were you staying at whose mom's house again?
Dave Durant, Mr. Dave Durant, who hopefully will be in the Florida Hall of Fame next year.
There you go.
I was in Jacksonville and I was doing a breakfast pop up, and the place I was staying fell through. I called Dave, who's an hour away into land. He's like, "Yeah, man, come on down, stay with my mom," and that's what I did. I stayed with a 72-year-old lady, and that was who I hung out with every day. Yeah.
Would you come home and talk to her about your skate day, like the trick you got, like what was going on?
Dude, I seriously would. Like I would. She sent me a really cool clip of Dave Durant doing a ho ho, and it looked like a jailbird suit or something, but it was it was like one of them old Gap striped shirts. And she was super into it. She loved skateboarding. She knew Dave Andrack really well. She knew him really well, actually. Yeah, man, she's a super nice lady. Woke me up every day, cup of coffee. She had this like really crazy, not a crazy. She had this dog that didn't like anyone, and the dog liked me. The dog didn't like anyone, and it liked the only black person, me.
What kind of dog was this?
It was, I don't know. It's like some dog that doesn't like black people. I don't know.
Okay. Like little dog, big dog, like would you get hurt if it bit you?
Absolutely, you would get hurt. It was
Okay.
like some skittish dog. It was like, I think it looked. I don't know. Whenever you can't figure out a dog, you call it Australian. So it was Australian something. But
So what happened to this 50 at 50 part? What's going
the
on?
50 for 50 part. Okay, I'm going to explain this. Thank you for asking me this. The
I've been
50
waiting.
for 50 part. The premiere went down in Asheville, North Carolina, as planned.
Okay.
Premiere went down. I think everyone thought I was going to put it on YouTube, which was the point, obviously, when I got it done. But the week before I got it done, I asked Jake Rosenberg, who did 8th Street, Plan B videos. And dude's a fucking legendary guy. I just
100%.
threw it out there like, hey, man, you want to edit this part? I'd be stoked. And he said yes, but he was busy doing a museum. He was doing a museum opening, and that's where the big window came at. I didn't know he was going to be busy until the end of September. So I just kept skating and thought I would just add more footage to it. And in between that time of him being done and me just sitting on the video, I got the call that I was in the Florida Skateboard Hall of Fame. So I decided I was going to drop it with the Hall of Fame. Check this out. The Hall of Fame got pushed back. So I spoke to Jake last week, I think it was. I'm going to start sending him. The video's done. I just have to wait for him to edit it, and that's it.
Wait, so what
the footage.
What did you show at the premiere? Just like it's already edited, obviously.
I edited.
Oh, you want a professional to put their hands on it.
Yes, I do. It's bad enough I filmed it sideways on my phone. I never did anything like this. Like I had my phone. Dude, I seriously I would put my phone, I would cut a hole in a Gatorade bottle and use it as a mount to hold my phone. I'm not even joking, dude. This is like some straight up Survivor shit. This should be a TV show.
Clyde, you need to step it up. You're cutting holes in bottle? Oh my God. Okay.
Dude, I cut a hole in the it works like a champ, dude. Watch. Someone's gonna get really rich doing this shit and saying it on the internet. And I'm not joking. I cut a hole in the side of a Gatorade. I didn't have a tripod. So I cut a hole in the side of a Gatorade bottle and it held my phone up and I filmed my tricks. Sometimes I put my phone in my shoe.
Shoe cam.
Yeah, dude. I got the tricks though, right?
So what's up with the Hall of Fame?
The Hall of Fame got pushed back because of the hurricane.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How did you how did you do during the hurricane though? You were all right?
We did pretty well. I mean, it was kind of, it's interesting being stuck in a house with someone during a hurricane. It's very interesting. But we made that. That was being stuck in a house was harder than the hurricane.
Still at Dave Durans Mom's house?
No. It was me and my girlfriend.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And we're like the same person. So we hate each other after like 10 minutes.
But when it hit landfall, you were good though, right? I mean, it seemed to had diminished a little bit.
For some reason, it kind of missed Jacksonville.
Okay.
I don't know. For the first time, I think every time we get really lucky, but I don't know if you know this. Mr. Chris. Let me tell you a little about geography.
Go ahead.
Florida is not connected to the United States. Did you know this?
What do they have, like a canal that runs through it or something that separates it?
You did not know this.
I don't know why I would need to know this, to be honest.
You should know. Now you can share this information.
You know what? I don't even need this. Let's just move on to the next sub. No,
dude, you have to know this. This is important. Why it's important, dude? Look, it's because right in the Jacksonville area, there's like a trench or some shit that cuts through that doesn't connect Florida to the rest of the United States. So a lot of the storms that come through there, we're within that little alley.
It's like a Panama Canal, but it's the Florida Canal.
Except there's like shit on top of it now. Yeah, but seriously, Florida's not connected to the rest of the United States. No.
Okay, but you can still, maybe you could drive there though.
You can drive here,
yeah,
but technically it is underwater from like Jacksonville to, I guess, southern Georgia.
Okay.
It used to not be a livable place. That's where all the Indians and boats would come through there. Yeah, man, and go to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah.
Thank you. I cheated on my geography test in high school, so this is great. This is a little filler.
They didn't tell you that.
No. They don't tell you a lot of things in high school.
Did they tell you about the highways? They tell you why highways are made in California? They tell you that?
No, but I found it interesting that they something about the north to south and the east to west and the way that they number them or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's way off track. But
yeah. So 50 for 50.
Yes.
No. Skateboarding Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
What is going on with it now? Is a ceremony coming through? How many people, first of all, let's get this out of the way. How many people were nominated this year?
I believe about 15.
15.
There's 3 from the 90s. There's 2 women, 2 from the 70s, 2 from the 80s, 1 friend of Florida, one business guy, and something else. I should know this, but I'm not the host. I'm just getting my trophy, Chris.
That's all you care about, the trophy.
I mean, if they have food, that'd be great too.
You gotta, maybe they want you to cook there.
I would be super down to cook. I'm gonna have my whole family there because now it has been moved. Oh, I can tell this information because we're on the Nine Club, which is the best. Nine Club is the best. They're the shit, right? You guys are like up there.
We've been called that. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are like MTV, and I'm like the jukebox channel in New York.
I mean, WKRP in Cincinnati, WCRP. It's coming up, Clyde. Come on.
It takes a little work. I'm trying to hit that Nine Club plateau, but it's gotten pushed back to, I believe, the first week of January in 2025. It's going to be in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And I believe it's going to be at Kona. I haven't got the exact dates. From last I heard, it was the 11th, but it is going to be in January. I do know that.
Okay. Well, congrats on that, dude. Congrats.
Thank you.
I know you probably beat out hundreds and thousands of people that are from Florida in skateboarding.
I beat out Scott Conklin and Mike Peterson. Yeah. I love both those guys.
Well, no, seriously, congrats. That's amazing. And I'm sure you guys are going to have a great little celebration and everything. And I'm trying to get in the Skateboarding Hall of Fame too, but I don't think I can for skateboarding, but maybe I'm trying to get him to have a new category, podcast host.
No. See, I tell you a little trick, Chris. I got in both Halls of Fame this year and one by proxy.
Explain.
No problem. So earlier this year, I did a project with the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. And I went to there was a skateboard swap meet down here in Florida. And I went and bought some goods for them. I filmed the whole thing. And I donated the boards to the Skateboard Hall of Fame. So by proxy, I am those boards are in the Skateboard Hall of Fame, and I am in both Halls of Fame in 1 year.
Did you get a trophy?
No, I'm just in it.
The museum part.
My likeness is in there. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about the trophy later on. I'm in the house now.
Wow, we got to see the trophy of the Skateboarder Hall of Fame in Florida. I'm sure it's beautiful.
My skateboards are there. My skateboards that I donated in there with my generosity and time of being Clyde Singleton, and it got me in. They're in the Skateboard Hall of Fame, so you may be in there too.
I did. I went and visited Todd Huber. I went and visited him, and I brought him a board to put up on the wall.
Was it your board?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you're in there.
Yeah, I signed it for him and everything.
Your board is in the Hall of Fame.
I kind of like made him put it up though. You know, it was kind of like I went there in person. I kind of forced my hand. I said, "Listen, you got to put this up right here."
Hey, sometimes you got to do that, Chris.
I wanted it in a big display case out in front, but he put it in the back against some other. I don't know. It didn't work out too well like I thought it would. But
look, you need to go do more frontside kick turns and make some inappropriate posts on IG.
Okay, I'm going to start doing that. Actually, thanks for So 50 for 50. All we're waiting for is Jake Rosenberg to edit it, and then
I just got to send it to him.
Oh, music? Is it going to be?
I kind of wanted to go with Cooley High because I know those guys. It's a rap group from North Carolina, super good, and they have this song I love, and I know I can use the song.
Okay.
This is my thing. I don't know if Jake knows this yet. So I don't know if Jake knows that I filmed all of this on my phone. So
you're telling me Jake agreed to do this and you didn't give him any information about what he's getting himself into?
Absolutely not. He knows as much as you. This is what it's like working with Clyde Singleton.
After this comes out, you may get a call from Jake.
Dude, I'm stoked. I mean, I would.
No, I mean he may call. He may just return all the footage.
That would be absolutely fine. I would just put it out because this is what else I can tell you because this is kind of a surprise, and I'll be glad to share this with you, Chris.
Okay.
Guess what? Me and my buddy Kris Markovich are gonna make a skateboard video.
Full like a shared part or like two parts.
Okay.
What are we?
When I was putting together the video, I would call Kris Markovich a lot. That was who I was heavily inspired by. He skates more than anyone. He's, that's who I was watching when I was going to skate. And a lot of the tricks were a lot of stuff I was watching him do.
And he's been on almost every company in the industry.
I would literally call him and be like, "Hey, Kris, where do you put your feet at to do this trick?" And he would coach me through some tricks. Not even joking. So we became a lot, we were already really cool. We became a lot cooler during the process of doing that. I don't know how his name got lost in the friends section, but here we are, October, and I called him about a trick about a week ago. I go, "Hey, have you ever done this trick?" It was front blunt, alley-oop, 360 in. I was talking to him and my friend Tony Hawk, because those are my friends.
I've never heard of them.
So I'm asking these guys, I'm like, "Hey, have either of you guys done this trick before?" And Tony's like, "Yeah, I did this in, I think it was like 1991 or something shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I did it in 1999. I sent to Markovich. Markovich is like, "Fuck." So he's racing to do the trick, dude. Racing to do the trick. I start racing him to do the trick the next day. He calls me that night. He's like, "Hey, man, why don't we," he goes, "I got an idea. Why don't we make a list of tricks and you and I can put a video together? It'd be like kind of like a scavenger hunt." I got an even better idea. Why don't we just make a video together and we both go out and film? And then we started kind of going through different names. And he sends me over "White Man Can't Jump."
The movie.
Yes.
What was this for inspiration?
What's going on? Yeah, he's like, "This is a perfect cover." I was like, "Hold on." I was like, I was going to do the same thing with Jason Adams, but his filmer, something came up with the filmer. Like, I couldn't get the footage. And I was going to do something which is called Stir Crazy with Jason Adams for our 50th birthdays. But I go, instead, why don't you and I do this? And so I sent him a clipping of Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte in 48 hours.
Perfect.
So I think what I would like to do, I got to talk to him about this again. I would like to go with 48 tricks, because someone already put together a mock cover of 48 hours that says 48 tricks. And if we do 24 tricks each, it's 48 tricks. And we can have a series of them, like the 48 Hours movie. You know what I'm saying?
What about Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
I would love to do that. I don't know if I already burnt that with Jason Adams, but I only said it one time and people don't remember shit. So
Perfect.
I mean, they probably thought I was talking about martyrs' arcs anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
so
dude, I'm going to say something really quick.
Go ahead.
My dad said I cannot make fun of white people no more.
Is that what he just recently? Okay.
He told me this. He told me this because he goes, "How can you make fun of white people and you have a white girlfriend?" I go, "It's easy." But he doesn't really understand it. So if I'm on Facebook, I can't post the rap videos anymore. I can't make fun of white people. So now I'm going to be on 9 Club talking to you. I cannot make fun of the color redacted people of the world. So I'm sorry, Martis Apps. That was not a very funny thing to say.
You're redacting it?
Yeah, I think you're great. I think you're a great man. Isn't he Greek or something?
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest.
His name's the dude from Red Bull.
Matters Apps.
Yeah.
What did you call him?
Not Matters. I don't know. Marshall Mathers. I don't fucking know.
Okay, it all makes sense now. I didn't know who we were talking about.
Yeah, but that's what's going on.
Okay, so you and Kris.
All things pushed back. Yeah. And 50 for 50 is still coming out. That's
okay, but 50. I like the Clyde Singleton, Kris Markovich. This is going to be some like 101 get back, so we're going to bring the band back together.
That's kind of I'm stoked on that, man. That's like an awesome duo. Like I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm like the black Kris Markovich in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not bald headed, but I'm black and I skate fast. That matters.
Maybe. I like your thinking though. I like it.
How did you think this was gonna go? Like seriously?
Not this way. Actually, we gotta go. We gotta wrap this up. No. No, I love it. I love it, Clyde. I'm a big Kris Markovich fan. This is again the 101 reunion that everybody needed. All you need now is like Adam McNatt, maybe some Eric Costin in there.
I think it'd be cool to get Nodis to do a cover.
Ooh.
And it's cool too because Kris skates every day.
Right.
And like if he goes and skates, I feel like I need to go skate. You know what I mean? So,
I got some of Kris Markovich's artwork right there.
What? I got some Andy Jenkins artwork somewhere around here. You want to trade?
No. Actually, I didn't put the candles on.
What's that Wheaties box?
That is here, let me get my set going here. Look at that. How about that for ambiance? That's the Shaun White. Shaun White was on the Wheaties box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I just saw a thing of Shaun White like swimming in like the North Pole or something. Does that sound right?
I wouldn't doubt it. Shaun White, he could be up in space and I'd believe it.
It was just a bunch of people hanging out on a boat and a bunch of icebergs, and he's just jumping in there. He's like -something degrees.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him because he looked different. He had like muscles and stuff.
Chick Hearn, Stevie Williams, front nose, love.
I love Stevie.
Shout out to Mike Blayback. Yeah, this is my little set.
How's the show going, man?
Dude, everything's good, dude. I was going to ask you about WCRP. You just interviewed Andy Howell.
He's responsible for a lot of skateboard careers. I was going to go into that later today. But his interview is awesome, man. I got him. I got some good guests coming up. I have Carl Heineman from 8th Street fame. Danny Gonzalez. Who else? I got a couple new Push and P episodes, which is something like this.
Okay.
It's I think I spoke to you about it before. Mm-hmm. It's a podcast about podcasts. So I have Templeton Elliott, and I have you heard of that kid, Lord DeAndre?
Maybe, yeah. Sounds familiar.
I find him very interesting. He's one of the only black skateboard reaction channel guys.
Okay, I got you.
It's very interesting. He's in that sphere, in that world,
right.
You know, and he does pretty well with it. I've been looking at a lot of YouTube stuff, and he does pretty well with it. I spoke to him about some things. I don't know that whole thing, but I don't think going certain routes will really help. You know, skateboarding doesn't need more fucking angry dudes sitting in a room fucking yelling at a screen about a skateboard trick. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I thought that's what skateboarding is all about.
Have you ever been to a skate park and seen a dude yelling at his screen because someone touched their toe? Never. It's not a real thing. You know what I mean? It's not like it's that stuff's made for people that don't really skate, man. You know, it doesn't. I don't know. I like things that promote skateboarding.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome when you can promote skateboarding and show people how cool it is. Not what you don't like about it all the time.
I mean, that's what we're all about over here. We started the show to celebrate skateboarding. You know, celebrate the skateboarders, the team managers, the photographers, the filmers. It takes a big community to make this thing happen. You know,
you guys take a lot of risk.
Yeah, I mean, there's just I don't know. I think drama sells, right? So people make these drama videos, and I don't know. I think it kind of there's a space for it, I guess, but that's not our space. It's not our space. Like
and I think you guys have done a great job of showing that you can do that without having to do that.
Right.
You know, that you guys actually kind of taught me that. I started off on the wrong foot, not on the wrong foot, but one of the first guys I was going to have on, as I've said to you guys, is supposed to be Ricky Oyola. And it was right around the time that, you know, he was making a big fuss that I said something about the E&B thing.
Right.
And I was going to have him on, and all these eyes were, yeah, man. And then I'm really glad I didn't go that route. I'm really glad I didn't go that route. Okay. You know, because I would have been stuck in that kind of drama. You know what I mean? Like just having that drama and shit. And I think it's cool seeing a lot of the risk you guys take. You know, you have a lot of guests on that people wouldn't put on.
Right.
And you guys are going to get chastised for it and hated for it, but that's what happens to people that take risk.
Listen, at the end of the day, I just want to like talk to who I want to talk to, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to it's all relative, I think, you know? It's all, if you have a common thread in skateboarding and you love it, like why wouldn't we talk to you?
Everyone has an audience, just like you were just saying, even the haters.
Right.
You know, but I think that the people that are really into skateboarding, the new people that are coming in. You guys give a lot of people shine. You
Yeah.
mix up the old and the new. That's good.
That's what we love too.
I like my little lane of things. Um, I feel like in a weird way, which I do plan to keep it going. I'm on 3.5 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and if I keep it going, the next history will be the next decade, if that makes sense. I do
Mm-hmm.
early '90s now, so I get to late '90s, early 2000s, and next 5 years or so, and I feel like those guys still have a while to go.
Right.
They got some stories to live out. There's some great stories from back in the day. You know what I mean?
But that's what I love about this podcasting game is because you can talk to somebody that we can talk to, and they're going to be, and the bunt can talk to, and they're going to be completely different takes on it. Going to be completely different episodes, different conversations. Maybe some things will overlap, but your conversation with Andy Howe would be completely different than ours.
Oh, absolutely.
Where's he living?
He's in Virginia Beach. He's doing the ghost ship supply now. Him and Kareem.
Okay.
Kareem has something to do with that as well. They're bringing back Underworld Element. I know you're familiar with Underworld Element.
Oh yeah.
So they're bringing that back.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing back Zero Sophisto.
Okay.
Or he is bringing back Zero Sophisto. I believe they're Sidewalk Distribution.
Yep.
Does that sound correct?
Yep.
That's who's doing it. He spoke about it briefly on the show.
Okay.
Actually, you're in the new show.
I know. I sent you a little plug. I sent you a little plug. Little shameless
you're
plug.
All over the internet this week, dude.
Take me out of there, Clyde. I don't need to be in
You're
there.
in album mode, dude. Just drop a rap album. Just jump on the mic with Deshaun Jordan, dude.
Oh, I'd love to.
I love Deshaun Jordan. You know why? He does what he wants to, and he's happy.
Right.
Even a guy like Jeremy Rogers. I like Jeremy. I thought what he's doing was pretty cool. He's like a rap dude, and he's a good skater. But then I don't know. He just kind of flipped out, and I think he let the crowd get to him. And the difference between Deshaun and someone like that, like Deshaun clearly doesn't care, dude. The dude's like rapping in Swahili 1 minute, the next minute he's like doing like rap. He's like dancing like rerun. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. Yeah.
Rerun from What's Happening.
Yeah.
I know the show. I love that show. I love Raj.
How do you know What's Happening is?
I watched the show religiously. It was one of my favorite shows.
How many black friends did you have growing up?
0. No. Clyde,
I love your honesty.
Clyde, it was
like 0, dude.
For sitcom television, there was that was a funny show.
Did you ever watch Moesha?
Moesha?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No. Moesha.
Damn.
That was maybe later on, no?
That was when I was in California. So that was like 90, early 90s, I think it was, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Early to mid 90s. I remember they were filming. Kareem took me to some place in Crenshaw. He's like, yeah, this is where they did the beginning of Moesha.
I don't remember Moesha. 227?
227, yes.
That was great. Great show.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Remember the movie Coming to America?
Oh, my God. The best.
They did one episode on CBS in Camden.
Seriously.
One episode.
With Eddie Murphy and those guys, like...
No, I believe it wasn't Arsenio Hall. It was the other guy that looked like Arsenio. God, what was his name? There was like 2 black guys in the late 80s, early 90s looked like Arsenio. But he was on it. He was actually in the movie too. And the fat kid that was remember he was like the King's.
Yeah, he would announce them.
He was on it, and the other guy, I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were the two, and they were Coming to America. It was one episode.
Oh, that's fascinating. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a bunch of useless information. I used to hang out in the bar a lot.
But you won a lot of bar trivia, didn't you?
If I could stay awake long enough, I would win bar trivia. So what's up with Roger and the guys, man?
Everybody's good, man. Roger's in the other room editing an episode, and I'm just here. We're trucking along, dude. Everything's great.
Look at you guys. Is Kelly back too?
Kelly's back. Everybody's here. Jerron's good. We're just doing these little stop and chats now with, people that I want to get back on the show, but we can't get here. Like there's so many people that are in Europe or Australia or even on the East Coast that we can have conversations with and talk to them. And it's not like a full 9 club to be, but a lot of people don't come out here to LA.
Dude, I got an idea. You guys should. This is a great idea.
Go ahead.
And I want a free 9 club like coffee mug for this.
I'll send you this one I was just drinking out of.
Can you put some candy in it?
I'll put some Werthers in there.
So check it out. Have you ever watched Vlad TV?
I know what it is. I don't watch it.
Okay, so Vlad does this thing where he has guests on, but it has the same backdrop every time. So it looks like they're sitting in his studio.
Okay.
So if you guys figured out a way to get the 9 club backdrop, everyone talking.
And it's over video like we're doing.
It's over video, dude. I'll send you something. I'm seriously, it's freaking genius. Because a lot of people love your background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They love the shit you guys got in the back. The shit. They love
all that bullshit back there.
That skateboard stuff. They love all the stuff in the background. I look at all the stuff too, man. I get mesmerized by the stuff in the back too.
Yeah.
And if you guys had those backgrounds set up for people to just talk on, your money.
It's a good point.
Vlad does it. He has millions. No one argues with Vlad.
Well, look into it. Send me some clips. I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could do it. I work off of my phone, so I don't know how to do anything. You are one of those dudes that knows how to do everything. So I'm sure you could do this in 2 seconds.
Hey, let me ask you. I don't mean to change the subject on you, but you said that they're bringing back Underworld Element. They're bringing back what was the other companies that they're bringing back?
Zero Sophisto.
Yes. How do you feel? I mean, you pay attention to skateboarding. You pay attention to the industry. How do you feel about skateboard companies that have been, that they're bringing back for, nostalgia purposes and probably throwback purposes, but because there's a lot of skateboard companies right now.
Honestly,
yeah, 100, yeah.
You might want to ask someone that doesn't skate. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a weird question to ask me because I still skate. You know what I mean? Like, I still skate a lot. Like, and I don't think I'm like fucking Nija or no one, but it's kind of weird to see someone put a board out when you haven't really worked for a long time.
Right.
But I understand the work that you've put in, So it's kind of a double-edged sword. And it's not something they're trying to live off of or anything like that. So you can't be mad at it. You really can't be mad at it.
Yeah.
I look at it a little differently. It's just like it's like when you were pro, when you skated, you look at things a little differently when you're skating.
Mm-hmm.
If I weren't so into skating and doing projects and stuff, I'd probably be like, but I just feel like there's a lot of people out there, and I won't say names, that are just kind of grifting. And it's bullshit, to be honest. It's cool to have work. It's cool to have put in a lot of work. It kind of doesn't leave room for a lot of things. And if you see how skateboarding is right now, the industry is kind of hurting. It needs new juice. We need to be talking about these new guys. You see these companies, and I would rather see 5 or 6 new pros, honestly. Mm-hmm. That's just me. But I'm not running these companies. I don't spend that money. That's not me. And I can't speak for those guys, but that's my opinion on it. I would rather see 6 new guys than 6 different reissues.
To your point, though, also, I think that the grifters, quote unquote, like they're not making any money. Like they're not adding a new wing to their house because of the boards that are coming out. So I don't know if it's really like affecting a lot of, like if a reissue, I don't know, Danny Way board that was super popular came out or whatever, like that would be a big thing, right? But a reissue something smaller would just be a little small run. Like there's not going to be like a big market for it.
See, and that's what's kind of weird too. I'm glad you brought that up. That's what's kind of weird too, is like knowing that you've gotten pennies for skateboarding before.
Mm.
Why would you line up to do it again? You know,
Because I'll line up any day. I need to pay my cell phone bill.
But I said, all right, I had this conversation. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say his name. I had this conversation with Lance Conklin.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Conklin, this was like 2 years ago, so I feel great talking about this. And I love Lance Conklin, by the way. Uncle Lance, I love you. So Lance hits me up one day. He's like, hey, fuck it, I'll say it. Power Peralta wants to redo my board. And I go, why would you do that? He goes, what did you mean, why would I do that? I go, the most they're probably going to give you is a couple dollars a board, which is sad because that's Power Peralta. And second off, if you took that little bit of, you guys are on the same playing field. They might have more. Followers than you, but you guys are both on social media, right? If Lance, I told Lance, you can make 30 boards. You can set up. You can start selling online. I told him I'd do the promo, everything. You can sell 10 of them. That would pay for the 30.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 20, you could sell at $100 each, and that's your money right there.
Right.
Why would you take $4 a board? It's not even that. $2
but you
a
can't
board.
use the graphics that Powell was going to use, though. That's the nostalgia.
You can. You're
right. You could.
This is where it gets good. You can do a limited run of them,
right?
Until you're, you know. But I don't know, man. You're in a lose-lose situation. You know what I mean? It's like, would you rather a company take advantage of you, or would you rather take a risk and have them tell you to not run the graphic again? That's what I'm saying. It's like the '90s skateboarder is at a weird turn with that, because they're almost like glutton for punishment. All right, well, fuck it, dude. You know, I'll take $2 a board. You end up getting a $400 check in like 4 months, and you could have went to Walgreens and swept the floor one weekend. You know what I mean? So it's
they give you a net 30, net 90 for $400.
So it's a tricky thing, man. I don't want to see people get ripped off.
What about if 101 came back and they're like, hey, we're going to do this whole reissue thing with 101. We're going to make your board again, Clyde. We're going to make, I don't know, how many boards did you have with 101? I'm sure a lot.
Oh, man. About maybe a dozen?
Okay. I was going to say maybe 20, 30, but.
No. We weren't doing, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so say maybe they wanted to
catalog.
Okay, if you had a dozen and they wanted to do 6, they want to do half. They're going to, hey, we're going to do these 6 boards. We're going to re-release them, all the exact shapes and everything, and we're going to give you $2 a board.
$2 a board?
Yeah.
I tell them the same thing I told Strangelove. Send me a box of the boards, and I'll sell them for $100 each to pay myself back.
Okay.
That's exactly what I tell them. Yeah. That's exactly what I fucking tell them. Because literally, if you sent me a box of boards, you sent me a box of 10, 12 boards, I sold them $100 each and signed them, I would make more than you're going to give me.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that angle. For sure.
I mean, literally, like
they could still send you $2 a board. They could do your thing, but then you have the limited autograph, whatever, and then you're slanging those on the side.
I would feel a lot better once I got that box of boards and I knew I was selling them. I'd be like, you can do whatever you want to, because I knew I'd at least pay myself back. Actually, what I would do, I've done this before, is when Strangelove released one of my boards, I did not like the way that they paid me. And I love Sean Cliver, by the way. I did not like the way that Strangelove took care of that. And Sean Cliver did come back and gave me all of my graphics, gave me all my artwork, told me I could work with him however I wanted to, which is priceless.
Wow.
So, but I made more money selling Strangelove boards myself than I did whatever they gave me back. And recently, and I want you guys to know that I know this, my board is still being sold.
Which one? The Calvin and Hobbes
one? Only one.
The only one. The Calvin and Hobbes,
Well, I saw one. This is crazy. I was scouring the internet one day and saw one that had like a random shape. It was like one of the first Alfonso Rawls 8th Street boards. And I was like, what the fuck? And the minute I questioned the guy, Nick jumps in there and he's like, oh, we only made like so many. And I'm like, the fuck's that mean? Like, what do you mean you made so many? Like, how's this guy got one and I don't got one? And that was a couple months ago. And then about a month ago, a buddy of mine hits me up and he's like, hey, I almost won your board in a raffle. And I was like, interesting. I don't have a board. And he's like, yeah, you do. And he showed me the board, and it was, yeah.
Maybe was it an old
Also,
stock
David
that?
Beckham's kid had my board too.
Oh, really?
So I thought they were sold out. So maybe I'm stupid.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe.
That's the dangers of doing that kind of stuff, because you don't get paid from the T-shirts. You don't get paid from none of that stuff,
Right.
man.
Right.
You know, and it's no disrespect. This is just the honest truth about it. You know, you're almost better off putting yourself in business. It's kind of a headache, but if you have realistic expectations, you'll do well. You know, there's not much more financially that a company is going to do for you that you couldn't do for yourself, and that's just being completely honest, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're just in a tough time with skateboarding. I'm sure you've seen this. Kind of jumping off subject, I wanted to talk to you about this Thursday. Actually, is how do you feel about? I think it's like someone showed. What was the girl? It was a girl one that everyone was pissed about. Girl sells, is it 2 boards, set of trucks, 2 sheets of grip tape for $100? Does that sound right?
I have no idea. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I know they sell like a box.
Was this a sale or something? What's the big deal? I don't understand.
I'm sorry?
Was it a sale or something? What's the big deal? I don't understand.
There's a lot of skate companies that are doing this now, Chris.
Okay.
They're selling like these boxes where you get a couple of decks, some grip tape. Some give you like 3 decks, 2 shirts, some grip for $100.
Okay.
I know DGK was one of the first companies doing this.
They're getting rid of old dead
boards.
stock?
I'm not sure. They three boards, $100. I know Chocolate and Girl's been doing it recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading the comments, and I just say this. I have nothing against it. You know why? Because people are complaining that it hurts skate shops. But hold on. This is the funny part about that. Skate shops wanted to compete. They wanted to make skateboards that sold for less than the pro boards and stuff like that. Now they have to compete. And like, that's what happens when you want to compete with the people you're supposed to be supporting. You know what I mean? It's like, It was a tricky conundrum to get in there. But that meant because the skate companies have to lower their prices. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of the times right now. It's what a lot of people are doing. Neil Blender sells his boards for $45. Heated wheel. You know what I mean? It's $45 of grip tape. People are selling boards cheap right now. And that's what skate shops are doing. You know, they were selling their skate shop boards for like $40. Now they have a competitor, and it's the skateboard company. They should support them. I'm all about it.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword the whole way around. Because once you're a business, and once you start to, you know, and you're a skateboard company, you're a skate shop, you're a thing. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to like, now the skateboard company is going to sell to the skateboard shop and not make any money off of that. Like the skateboard company wants to make money. The skateboard shop wants to make money. So they're getting the board. So, I mean, I don't think you can make everybody happy at the end of the day. Like a skateboard company is going to do what they're going to do to survive. They have bills. They have a warehouse to pay for. They got employees. Like they have riders. Like, I don't know. Like I'm all in favor of like, you know, supporting the skate shop companies and stuff. But the riders, right? That's the main.
Absolutely.
I want skateboarders to be able to not work 3 jobs and go and skateboard for a living. That's what they want to do. That's what I had the opportunity of doing. I didn't make a lot of money doing it, but I was comfortable enough where I didn't have to have 2 jobs.
It's just really strange. It's like, from an kind of outsider perspective looking in, you know, us being older guys now, you're like, where did that go? Like, where did that shift go? Like, where did that happen at? You know what I mean? Like, where did people just stop buying skateboard stuff? You know, like and wanting to make their own things, and like it's a very strange dynamic. You know, it's I'd always thought the shop was the place that supports the skateboard companies.
Right.
And that would be the last, person that you would really have to worry about in the end, because it was kind of a chain, it was a food chain. It comes down. You got the riders, and you got the companies, then you got the companies make the boards, and the boards get sold to the shops, and the shops buy the boards, the kids come out and they see the demos and stuff like that. That something just happened there. There was a wedge, and I'm not sure. I'm an older guy. I'm old. I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't know where that happened at, man.
I mean, skateboarding is a big wave, and I think when it's good, and everybody's happy. But when it's not good, everybody's cutthroat, and companies. Don Brown was on our show recently, and he said it best. It's like when it's bad, like every company has it's like not FOMO, but fear of going out of business.
Yes. Sort of like around 92, 93. You know, there was a good sweeping of everything. You know, you saw a lot of things coming. There's a lot. It was sort of like now, man. You're seeing a lot of companies popping up, and you saw. I don't know, man. You know,
Right.
I really wish people would get back on the road. You know, demos are. I always think demos were kind of the heartbeat of skate shops. You know, you have the guys come through, and there's a way to sell the product. You know, it just takes time and money.
Mm-hmm.
And the easy street seems to, and I'm not speaking on any skate companies, and everyone wants to go the easy route now. It just takes a little time and money, and a lot of people forget that a lot of shops have put a lot of time and invested a lot of money into staying around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, man.
I think, you know what I would rather see. I don't know. This is a tough one because I think that some people, like skateboard companies, are born from skateboarders. You know, like Mike Carroll and Rick Howard left. Like every skateboard company was started by another skateboarder that, you know, skated for another company and then went and started their own. But when
Yes.
does that become way too much and oversaturated? And like, I feel like there is room for those people going back to like what you were saying before is like, why not make 100 boards, keep 10 to
Yes.
skate, and then sell them? You don't have to start a whole company.
Absolutely.
If you have people that want to buy your board, why not just sell it direct to those people that really want to buy your board? Why start a whole company and go, even the headache that involves with starting a company? You don't need to have an LLC to buy 100 boards and sell them, you know, and like make a little bit of money. I
I
don't
mean,
know. It's an interesting thing.
it's a very interesting dynamic, right? And it's strange too. It's with the skaters. The skaters have a lot of power in their hand.
Mm,
You know, if you're a skater, you're a new guy, you're trying to get on. You have a lot of power in your hand to sell yourself and put yourself out there. You don't have to wait for the companies no more. You don't have to wait to get that ad and things like that. You can show them in real time how valuable you are.
it's
We
flipped.
didn't have that. You know, we didn't have that option. Like, if you were good, that just meant you were good. You still had to go to California. You still had to skate in front of, you know, all the girl chocolate guys. You had to skate in front of world guys.
Hmm.
You had a proving ground. Now that proving ground is like, you can skip over it like a rock on water. You can jump online, have your footage there, build your little fan base, and, you know, but that doesn't mean you're going to sell skateboards.
Right.
You know, there's a science behind that. You know, there's a way that it's been going, and there's a reason the guys that sell skateboards sell skateboards.
Hmm. For
You
sure.
know, it has a lot to do with graphics, relatable graphics. A lot of graphics you don't really know what pro has. I couldn't tell you a pro board right now.
Hmm.
Well, Jamie Foy had that big boy thing,
I
right?
think that was a while ago, Clyde.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know anyone's graphic. Like, think back then, dude. Like, you would seriously like punch a baby panda in the face to get a Burger King Jason Lee board,
Oh
right?
my God.
You would, dude. You
Yeah.
would go crazy to get that board. Like, you can't think of a board like that now. You know what I mean? And there's just so many on the wall. But
But give that
what?
time though, because the kid that had that first Jamie Foy big boy board 20 years from now is going to be looking for that board.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You think
there is
so?
it. I don't know.
Well, I like Jamie Foy. I think Jamie Foy's gonna have a great
He's
career.
the best. He's the best skateboarder in the world, in my opinion.
Oh, you really like Jamie Foy, huh?
He's got it all. He's got ledge skating. He's got gaps. He's got rails. He's very calculated. He looks good on his board. He could do anything. I
That
think
is
he
true.
is the best.
Can he skate vert?
I'm sure he can. Actually, I think I've seen him skate vert.
Is he better than Yuto on vert?
He's better than Tony Hawk.
Dude. Is he better than Kevin Staub, though?
He just jumped the Great Wall of China. I don't know his skills on vert, dude, to be honest, but he's just got it all, man. He's so good.
I think he's good. He's got a good fakie crooked grind. It puts his heel over on a fakie crooked grind. It's kind of weird.
I know what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah. He's like on top of, yeah.
Yeah,
He ollies like he's going to do a heel flip into it.
Yeah, like it's like, no, his heel is like back heel. Instead of using his toe, he pushes down on his heel for a fakie crooked grind. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's like on, right.
Yeah, so he doesn't like use his toe. He uses heel side.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting, huh?
Works for him.
No, it's actually really cool.
Clyde.
Kris.
Are we I want to see the 50 for 50. Hopefully Jake Rosenberg can edit this thing up and get it going. I want to see the Kris Markovich, Clyde Singleton 101 reunion skate video that's supposedly come out, but how long do I got to wait for that?
I don't know. We worked pretty quick.
Oh, yeah? Wait a minute. Where does Kris live? Where is he at?
Kris is in St. Pete. He's down there. He skates the park every day. I got a little park that I skate here every day.
How far is that from you?
About 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay.
I'll probably head down there and link up with him at one point.
I was going to say, do some sessions together.
I mean, since I've been here, like the last month or so, I think I've got like 10 or 12 tricks.
Okay.
I'm actually going out today trying to switch backside foot. I did a really shitty one yesterday. You didn't know I had that trick, did you?
Switch backside flip on flat?
Over a hip. Don't play me like that.
The hip, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go full rotation.
Dude. Hey, I don't skate flat ground. I don't skate curves. That's two things I don't do. I'm not good at it.
Get on the curbs, Clyde. It's fun.
Willie Santos asked me to be on this curb thing. I told him no, thank you. I don't skate curbs.
No,
I did. What? I don't. That gonna happen?
Slappy crook,
like OJ and that other dude.
Slappy crook. All right, so we got 50 for 50 is coming out soon. I can't wait to see it, dude. We've been talking about this 50 for 50 thing. Jake
you
Rosenberg.
See the 50 clips, dude?
Huh?
You want to see them? You want to see the 50 clips?
I do. Do you have a link?
I'll put them together for you or something.
No, don't. You don't have to go out of your way to do it. I
What's
thought you already had
on my phone.
I thought you already had like a premiere for all this.
I did. You want to see the premieres?
I just want to see.
I got some good shit on my phone, dude. I'm sitting on this little Tony Hawk documentary. I've been sitting on it for like a year. It's already done. It's literally just on my phone. I told you I don't know how to do the YouTube and all that stuff.
I gotta help you with that. It's easy, bro. You could do everything from your phone. You could do everything from your phone. You don't need a computer. You don't need all that stuff.
Do you have to upload every day?
No. Upload whenever you want.
Someone told me every day.
I mean, if you really are going for it and want to, I mean, I don't know, but you don't have to.
I ain't Dan Corrigan or none of them dudes.
You can do whatever you want to do.
I like Dan Corrigan. Is that his name?
Yeah. He uploads every day. That's psycho. Uploading every day is psycho. I don't know how they do it.
Teeth. You got to pay for his teeth,
bro.
That's why he's uploading every day.
Yeah, I think they're paid off.
They are paid off. Look at the power of skateboarding. They fixed his teeth. That dude is glowed up right now. He's good. He's a good skater too. Yeah.
He's found his niche, you know. He's found his little thing. But I couldn't do that. I don't have my life. I don't know if I'm that exciting to upload every day.
You think there's a niche for a 50-year-old black skateboarding chef on YouTube?
100%.
Really?
Clyde, first of all, you throw food in there. People love food. You don't have to be a skateboarder to enjoy a nice cooking show.
Do you have to do stupid shit like fried watermelon and shit?
What do you mean? If you want to do that, you could do that.
I've been checking out YouTube, dude. I'm like only the stupid stuff survives. I don't know how to do this.
You got it.
I got what? You make tacos?
Yeah.
You know what I got an offer to do? Maybe I could do this. Chad Caruso is coming down to promote his book.
Okay.
You know Chad, right?
Shout out Chad Caruso, skated across America.
I love Chad. Chad is coming down. He's coming to Florida. He's going to do a book signing thing.
Okay.
And it's and we're talking about maybe jumping on and hitting a couple parks, hitting a couple shops.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be something cool to throw on YouTube. I don't know how to do that stuff, dude. I'd go out and film. And
well, since Chad's going to be there and you're going to go skate with him, talk to him about the YouTube stuff. Because it's easier to talk to somebody in person about it, and he could probably break it down to you.
What's up with your YouTube? How's that doing?
It's few and far between. I don't... Yeah, I like doing it, but it's hard to stay consistent. And that's why I'm not consistent. That's why I can go out and film one of my little I'm Glad I'm Not Me shows on my channel, and then like whenever I don't care to try to make it, you know, every week or every day or everything. I'm just like, hey, whenever I have one, I'm going to put it up.
What about the one where you're sitting in the control room?
Sitting in the control room?
You're like sitting in like, it looks like a spaceship. You got a bunch of TVs and stuff around you.
You talking about it?
You did one where you like remixed the Jamie Foy video. See, I watch you. You don't think I watch you?
I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you're like sitting in like a room. I think it's like an editing room, and like one you're like you're sitting there, and I think it's a live stream.
Oh, it could have been.
And you remix a Jamie Foy video.
Yeah. That was here.
Is that 9 Club?
Yeah, we do like another like 9. I do some Twitch streams on 9 Club.
What's Twitch? What's up with that?
Clyde, right? We got a lot of work to do. Clyde. Prepare yourself.
I'm working phone. I'm asking you everything.
No, WCRP in skateboarding.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Where can people watch it? Or listen to it, I should say. People
can listen to it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, anywhere you can hear podcasts. I just spoke to a gentleman yesterday about doing some, I can't tell you, but yeah, some YouTube content that you'll probably be very interested in. Okay. I'm trying to figure out my YouTube thing. But I do have a YouTube channel, has some shorts and stuff on it. And, you know, hopefully people can go join that. And I can get to 1,000 subscribers and then start doing some daily or, you know, at least a couple times a week.
Yeah. And I think I told you this before, like, even though your podcast is like audio only, I would start a WCRP podcast YouTube channel and start uploading because it doesn't matter. You just put a logo there. Like people still tune into YouTube just to listen to stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 100%. You might as well.
Hell no. It's just, I want to keep it secret.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I want to keep it all on 8-track.
How many episodes do you have total? How many episodes?
I'm at 64 now.
Okay.
And so some guys have 2 episodes, some guys have 3. So
you split them up.
I split them up, right. Yeah, into about 30-minute episodes.
Got you. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you ever need help, dude, I'm super down to help. I love your podcast. I love the way that you have it sounding like a old school kind of radio show. You got the little whatever sound effects you use and stuff like that.
Little radio dial things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I think moving forward I might let my guard down and get some help in certain areas. Okay. I wanted to ask Anthony Pappalardo if he'd start writing my bios because he's a much better writer than me.
We're talking about the writer, not the skater.
Yes, the writer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does the skater own like a furniture store or something?
I don't know what Anthony Pappalardo is up to. I should hit him up. Should do a stop and chat.
You should get Bobby Pulio on.
Bobby Pulio's been on the show years ago, but I'm down to do an update. Yeah.
Dude.
His Instagram's wild.
Did you talk about like Illuminati and members?
No, this was like, maybe he was into that shit, but this was like 4 years ago, I think, 5 years ago. Maybe.
Imagine him. You should do a roundtable with him, Jordan Richter, and like, who else? Bo Turner, someone ridiculous.
Okay, we'll get that going.
It'd be sweet. It'd be like Bill Maher but skateboard. It'd be great.
Right. Well, hopefully we could do some stuff with this stop and chat. Get some get a couple people in here, and you know, I think the FaceTime, I don't like it. I think it's very kind of impersonal, but I think it's needed. You know what I mean? I feel like we can reach a whole slew of people that we just couldn't reach. Nobody, you know, that can't come to LA.
Absolutely. Kevin Taylor told me you guys tried to hit him.
Dude, I was supposed to hit him up, but he said that he maybe was going to make a trip out here. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just do a 9 Club if you're coming out here.
Interesting.
Same with Darren Harper. I'd hit him up too.
Yeah, let me know. I talk to those guys all the time.
Clyde, man, this has been great, dude. This little, little short stop and check.
I'll hook you up with my black friends.
Look, please do. As you know, I don't know any.
You got Duran, dude. That's like your barrier there.
He's the man. Duran is. I love Duran. He's the.
I love Duran, man.
Dude, Clyde. Anytime. Also, you come and hang out with us on our live show. Sometimes you FaceTime in, and that's super fun. So maybe we'll see you this Thursday.
Oh, dude, you know what we should do, dude? How about this?
What you got?
I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. I should cook something for the show on Thanksgiving, and we should do like one of these.
I like that.
I know.
When
dude,
is Thanksgiving?
That,
20. We got a month to think about it, right?
Dude, I can whip up some cool, easy recipes.
But what are you gonna? We're gonna then watch you eat?
No, I set it up before you guys, and I'll be like, hey, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll make. We'll talk. I'll show you how people know how to make some cool stuff. Some skaters can like.
But then I can't eat it.
Oh, well, I'll send you a box.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, send us a box of turkey, stuffing. Don't forget the cranberry.
Hey, look, dude, it's Thanksgiving, Louis. Be thankful.
I'm gonna tell you this. My favorite thing, and it's out of a can, is the canned cranberry. I love that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I'm not gonna eat a whole can of it, but just a sliver of it. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's nice. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever had a sea cucumber?
A sea cucumber?
Yes.
No.
It looks disgusting. Yeah, it looks disgusting. It looks like a bunch of big soft grapes.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of, I should cook for my girlfriend because she left her lunch in my car.
Hey, you got to keep her happy, dude. All right.
I got to work on that. I'm more of a pain in her side, dude.
I love it. Well, listen,
hey, man, thanks for having me on, Kris.
Dude, of course, Clyde. Anytime, the door's always open. We'll do another one for sure. We'll keep catching up with Clyde.
Hey, are you down to come on Push and P?
100%.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing.
You know what, dude? I'm going to have John Gibson on for Christmas. John Tex Gibson. Remember him from Alva?
I know the name.
He's an old Alva skater. Mid-80s. Super, super ripper. Super nice guy. I'm going to talk to him about coming on for a Christmas guest. So I'm putting our Christmas episodes together now.
Okay.
I'd love to have you on around Christmas time.
Dude, whatever you want, you holler at me. I'm there. 100%.
I want Roger's job doing shoe reviews.
Dude, do it. People will send you shit.
I got a bunch of ASICs here.
Put them on, skate in them, review them.
That's what I do. I don't get nothing for them. Hey, I got one last question before I get out of here.
Yeah.
Switch backside foot.
Go ahead.
What am I doing wrong?
What do you think you're doing wrong? Shoulders?
I feel like
I think it's all in the shoulders.
You think so?
You could turn those shoulders, man.
Can you do it on a hip?
Yeah, because you're not even rotating fully. You're just going like a little 40 degrees. 20.
So don't rotate?
Huh?
Is that what you're saying?
No, over a hip, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to go full 180. You could just go like 20.
Just
do a switch flip and then land on the other bank and ride down.
I left out that part. I don't know how to switch kickflip, but I can switch backside 180 flip and switch kickflip shove it.
Bro, just kick. Just kick.
You look so confused when I said that. Like, you're like, how can you switch? I can't switch kickflip. I can't switch ollie up a curb either, but we'll talk about that some other time.
Clyde Singleton, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thanks for stopping and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me on, dude.